Hey everyone, I wanted to introduce to you the Skyward migration site, which will be your home base, your one-stop shop for all things related to the migration on the student side of Skyward. How do we get to this site? First and foremost, you're going to go to the District Resource Center, and right underneath the technology page, there's a sub-page for STQ migration. I'd recommend bookmarking that, get that set up so you can get back to it at any point. Also, right here, any email that you receive from me, probably how you got to this video in the first place, has a link to the Skyward migration site right there at the bottom in my email signature. All right, real quick, I'm not going to read this whole site to you. You could do that, but I just wanted to point out a few highlights. On the home page, you'll find a general timeline that is key dates that we're working through. We'll update this as we go. These are your team members. You'll get to know these folks as you go. And the important thing is that it's too much for one person to handle. So we definitely are taking a team approach to this. Stacy Lightfoot is our student data specialist. She will be leading this migration. Paul Murray will be helping a lot with the teachers and the gradebook setup. Chris, too, is our catch-all. She is our office manager and administrative assistant for the technology department, so she helps coordinate a lot of things for us. Janet Johnstone, coordinator of instructional services, so school of choice, online enrollment, McKinney-Vento services. Shane DeRitter is our network specialist and technical services coordinator, so he helps a lot with the back end, the database, getting the server spun up, all those types of things. And I'm Ryan Miller, the director of technology here. And so that's your team. And again, just want to emphasize it's very much a team approach as we're planning this. And no one person is handling all of this as we go. It's just too much for one person to handle. Want to highlight a couple things. The training plan, you're going to hear a lot more about this, but the vast majority of the training is going to come through the Skyward Knowledge Hub and Professional Development Center. That holds on to all of the training resources, the videos, the tutorials, the handouts, the simulations, the courses that you will be enrolled in as you go based on your role and your job in your school. The training database is a live sandbox view of what the new Skyward will look like. And so all of the work that we do to set things up and get things ready in the training database will be converted over to the new system in the fall. In addition to those two things, which will make up, the vast majority of the training will happen in those top two things, we do have an opportunity to do some Skyward targeted training, which is an extra cost to the district, but it is with a live Skyward trainer. And so we are looking at very specific things that we may need to use that for, things like online enrollment, maybe future scheduling for the counselors next year, that type of thing. In addition to that, and as a supplement to all of the things, there are key times when our team will step in and lead some training for you. And for example, the upcoming PD days will focus on repeatable skills throughout the system and other things to help shore up and kind of bring the training that you're doing on your own in the in the PDC and the Knowledge Hub to bring that training to life. A couple other just highlights here. There are resources for you out here. So there are key documents. There's those comparison videos that we have shown before. You just expand each area and you can get to those links. There are some other overview videos of the new system as well, if you want to check those out. We are going to be gathering frequently asked questions through these Google Forms. So if you're an office admin, you can submit questions here as you go through, and we will work on posting and keeping this page up to date with the frequently asked questions and the answers to those questions. So there's a separate page for teachers as well. We have just a quick links spot that holds on to a bunch of the links. And finally, a help page. So like I mentioned before, if you have questions, you can submit those here. You click on it, it will launch a Google form for you. You can get those in there and we will work on answering those. If you run into any account issues at all, so whether your PDC account or Knowledge Hub account isn't working, or your training database account isn't working, you can report those here. It's important to remember that those two are separate right now. So the Knowledge Hub is its own account off on its own, Whereas the training database, you can use the sign in with Google button. Once we go live in August, they will become one. They just are not one until we are live on the new system. We also added a place for you to submit any ideas or suggestions. So as you're going through the migration and you're thinking, man, it would really be great if we could do this, or if you guys would just help us with whatever. This is the place to go ahead and submit those ideas and suggestions. And if all else fails and you need to get a support ticket in, you can do that right here by clicking that. And again, we just left the team members here. You can get a link to their email address as well. So again, want to just reiterate that this is your home base for the migration to kind of keep grounded as to where we're at, what we're doing, that kind of thing. You will be in, again, spending most of your time over in the Knowledge Hub and the Professional Development Center, working through those courses and those simulations. You're going to have access to the training database to go into at your leisure, whenever you have a moment to get in there and learn something or set something up. Maybe it's a filter or some other kind of view that you want to get ready. You have that access to go and practice and to check the new system out. So that's just a quick overview of the Skyward migration site. There'll be more information coming your way as we go, but for now, be checking back here on a regular basis. Look out for emails and communication from our team, and happy clicking in the new system. All right, thanks everyone.